Hello, my name is KT Matthews, and I am the founder and CEO of Aquatic Movement Institute. And I wanted to share with you about the day my life changed. That was back in January 25th of 2015. My husband and I, Mike, spent 25 years creating a motorcycle business to take on the road and travel and enjoy life in our senior years. And so that's what we did. And we accomplished that, and we downsized and got a rig and moved into it. And then we moved over to a resort, an RV resort, to gather up and take care of some of the loose ends before we hit the road. And then it was time to go forward. It was time to take off and start our adventure. And so we had one last trip to the mailbox in Carlsbad, California, to pick up our mail. And on the way home, it was a beautiful day. We took the side road. We didn't ride on the freeway. It was just flowers. It was a beautiful day for January, right? And so the next thing I knew, I was being woken out of a coma in the hospital, informed that my husband had passed away, and that I needed to make a decision. What they had done was cut off half of my foot and wanted to know if I wanted to hobble for a few more years and have some more surgeries, or cut it off below the knee. And my first thought was, I'm 66 years old at that time. Let's just cut it off, because I did not want to spend time in my senior years hobbling and limping and having more surgeries and time in the hospital. So that was done, and then back into the coma they put me. I was in that coma for a month. I was broken up a lot. I fractured my pelvis. It looked like butterfly wings when I saw those x-rays. My lungs collapsed. I had a lot of cuts and sutures throughout healing and all over my body, and my head got shaken up a lot. So it took me about 2.5 years to get my thought pattern together, where I wasn't where I was connecting thoughts better. And so the day came. So the day came, and it was time for me to release from the hospital. So I went to the hospital. Someone took care of me for 4 months. I was in the rehab for 4 months in the hospital, a coma for 1, and rehab, total of 4 months. So, and then I had to go to a friend's house to have somebody take care of me for the next 4 months. So after that period of time, I went on, it was time for me to go home to my rig and figure out what I'm going to do next, which I did. Not having a leg yet. My leg was still really big, and waiting for the swelling to go down, and what, even after all that time. But what I realized is that I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do with myself. There wasn't a big calling for a 66-year-old one-legged aquatic instructor. And so I was confused. And so in time, a friend came to me and says, let's get you, what can I do for you? And I says, well, I'd like to get back into the water. And so she goes, I can help you with that. And so I'm in a wheelchair, so she'd come pick me up, and we'd go down to the pool, and I'd roll into the wheelchair and then roll next to the pool and figure out how to get into the water and such. And so that took time and time again. And then I finally got in, and I went, oh, that's my happy place, yay. And then I started rehabbing my leg and rehabbing myself to move my body around, because it hadn't moved in so long. I've done strength training and stuff to get my mobility back somewhat, but not the way I love it, the range of motion, the balance, and all that sort of thing. So I started that, and people started coming over by my pool going, what are you doing? And I said, I'm rehabbing my leg. And they joined me. And so, make a long story short, I'm teaching water aerobics at this RV resort at this time. And so I just wanted to put this out there for you to say, whatever losses you have in your life, or changes or dramatic things that come in front of you, you have strength, and I'm here to help you, support you to go through it. If after surgery and after rehab with hip replacements and strokes and metal in your body and all sorts of patients I have trained to get back to normal, get their balance back together, get their range of motion back together, and I'd like to do that for you because I can. And you'll be amazed what a difference it'll make in your life. And that's what I'd like to do, make a difference in your life. So thank you for your time and listening to this. Have a fabulous day. God bless you.